And as you can see, you heard the dog barking. And as you can see, that there is nobody that is even facing. Okay, there's a few windows on this house that's next to where I'm parked at, but as you can see, there's nobody even facing my direction to even look out and make a complaint. The vehicle that's here right now, he didn't come back until probably 2 a.m. These people work late. It's a very quiet neighborhood, so whomever would be complaining is all in their imagination, more than likely. Another misused American made a joke, and it was very funny, but it's very sad also too, that she also too lives in California, and her driver's side window had been smashed and shattered once again in downtown, I believe it was downtown LA, and somebody told her to call the police, and she said, I can't call the police. If I call the police, they're gonna find their own fingerprint. And it was funny, but it's very sad and very surreal to know that, you enlist these people to keep you safe. You enlist these people to protect you. It's kind of sort of how you put your trust in God, and they are laughing behind the scenes and mistreating you behind the scenes. As I said, you don't choose your abuser chooses you, because they know that you have something to take. They know that they can hurt you and those kinds of things. Think about it. People that know that you love them and those kinds of things, they're always the ones that hurt you. Why is that? Because they know that they can hurt you. Understand that, folks. Okay, if you don't care about anything, like 90% of the people that live here in California, and since I'm not from here, that's the whole vibe that I receive from these people. They don't care about nothing, so they don't get in trouble. But the people that do care about stuff, we get in trouble. The whole world has flipped upside down. So therefore, understand this. They need to choose their battles. And they don't seem to realize that when that shit gets out of hand, it's going to come to your doorstep, and you're not going to be able to stop it, because when you create monsters like that, they're not stoppable. Okay, they're unstoppable. Understand that. Just keep that in mind. The things that you neglect and think that you're getting away with, okay, and not getting on people that actually are the criminals out here. Understand that if because karma happens to, and I've seen it, and I've had a lot of videos where I've talked about it, but then I hadn't been for a very long time recording. And this is probably my first video in a long time. But let me tell you, it happens. Y'all don't even know this, but when I was in Florida, they slammed me to the ground and everything. I was just crossing the street, had no reason to do so. And even when I got into the courtroom, I still didn't understand why I was in the courtroom. They didn't have any basis as to why, and then try to make it because I was yelling in the police car. I'm asking questions like, why do you have me arrested? It doesn't make sense. I didn't have a warrant for my arrest. Nothing. They didn't give me any. They're not going to give you any information, guys, because they are abusers. Abusers have no rhyme or reason for what they do. Understand that. The abusers and narcissists and jealous people have no reason for what they do. And then people always ask, well, why do because they're crazy. Narcissist people and jealous people are like that. You know, I don't even know if you would call it crazy, but that's how they are. They're upset inside and they don't know how to express how, you know, how they're feeling those kinds of things, other than to hit somebody or to mistreat somebody else. Hurt people is what someone once said to me years ago. But anyway, when I decided to leave, that the year that I decided to leave, there was a huge hurricane that tore up that very area that the police officer took me to jail in. A huge hurricane. And that's a beautiful thing. That lets you further know that, you know, you do have reinforcements, and karma happens to people, especially people that are not right. So anyway, like I said, beautiful neighborhood. I mean, it's not what I'm used to back in Florida, but nice neighborhood. It's all right neighborhood as far as quietness is concerned. But yeah, again, I haven't really been harassed since I've been here, and I've said that before. Keep that in mind. If you say something like that, you know, your torturer will come back and try to prove you wrong. That's another thing they like to do, is they love to try to prove you wrong. And at the end of the day, you can't be proven wrong, because it still doesn't surmount to the amount of times that they harassed me down in Florida. So I'm good. I'm about to leave anyway, so they're not going to have time to actually catch up with that amount anyway, because I'm about to move. But yeah, I think it's quite hilarious how I'm parked legally and you come unlawfully. So yeah, have a great day, guys. Please don't let people abuse you and try to take advantage of your you know what I'm saying, your education and your mindset. Please know the law. They need to know the law. These people are just giving badges and guns. They don't know nothing about the law. Okay, so just please keep that in mind. All right, have a great day, guys. Bye.